Time for a Throwback Junior special episode. How you doing, by the way, buddy? Your first question. What is your opinion on Studio Ghibli and Hayao Miyazaki? I hope I pronounced that right. Never actually saw any of the movies in their entirety, although I did see small clips of Princess Mononoke and little bits and pieces of Howl's Moving Castle. The animation and attention to detail of those movies is astounding. The one that I really, I really wanted to see was Princess Kakaga, I think. I've already got the wiki link, never mind. It was the one where Chloe Grace Moretz was actually voicing the lead character in the English dub, and as most people know, I'm a big Chloe Moretz fan. Like I say, never got around to seeing it, and I feel kind of bad that I can't really answer your question fully. But in terms of the animation that what little I've seen, it's beautiful, and I think it's what most animators should actually try and aspire to, because he and that studio really pushed the limits in terms of quality of animation, and again, what little I did see is absolutely amazing. Question 2. What is your opinion on the stigma that animation is only for children and cannot be taken seriously by adults? I think it's a stupid stigma. Just because it's animation doesn't mean it's strictly for kids. I mean, if you look back at Batman the animated series today, I mean, yeah, in the early 90s it's just perceived as, it's just a comic book cartoon. But when you look at now, as an adult, how dark and mature and how the art style is done, it's something that can be appreciated by adults as well as kids. And then you look at the writing and the themes that are done in Justice League and Justice League Unlimited, where you have Hawkgirl contemplating where she fits in the league, particularly in the finale of Star-Crossed, where they're deciding whether she should stay or go, and Alfred, in very very classy way, says, you may have had conflicting issues, but you made the right choice for us, and in my eyes, that makes you a hero. You always need a guy like Alfred, like that, to be like the straight man to everything. So I'd say the opinion is, not the opinion, the stigma that it should only be for kids is unwarranted, unmerited, and asinine. That's all I got to say about that. Question 3. Which television network did you think had the better lineup in terms of the cartoons in the 90s? Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, Kids WB, or Disney Channel? I'm just going to say this right now. I didn't really watch a lot of Disney Channel in the 90s. Same could be said for Kids WB or Nickelodeon. I was mainly into Cartoon Network. Mainly because in the 90s you had all the classic lineup like the Flintstones and the Jetsons, but then when shows like Batman the Animated Series started creeping in, and then you had Dragon Ball Z, and then Batman Forever, and then Batman Beyond, which was more of a late 90s thing, but then it spilled over into the 2000s. I'd honestly say it'd have to be Cartoon Network, because they gave us Toonami, and it's such a shame that Toonami's gone, but it is what it is. Those have been your 3 questions for this week. I hope you enjoyed that this week throwback. You know how this shtick works by now. Leave a question in the comment section below if you're on YouTube, dynamicnight.com, or Facebook, or send a question to my Twitter link in the outro. But until then, ask again.